Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight to Team Fortress TV. We have a fantastic ESEA invite match for you tonight. This is a Week 8 match on CP Process. We have Elevate TF2 versus Street Hoops eSports. My name is Mr. Slyn. I'm joined by the lovely Marxist on Codecast and Dashner on camera. What's up, Marxist?
Not a lot. I'm bringing you this cast from Vicks Vapor Rub because need a little bit of that today. Got some of those allergies, you know. So
yeah, yesterday was also Marxist's birthday, so everyone in chat can wish Marxist a happy birthday.
Yeah, Marxist, it was. Birthday, I got my 27th vintage, so I'm officially about to die soon.
You got a long life ahead of you, Marxist. We wouldn't imagine TF2 without you, and TF2 is going to be alive for another 30 years, so you got to stay awake just a little bit longer, man. Alright, so tonight is Elevate versus Street Hoops, and both of these teams have very solid records going into the season, and heading into his LAN. Elevate, of course, is undefeated, 15-0, and Street Hoops eSports, 10-4. So both these teams, the 1 and 3 seed, they're shoo-ins for LAN. But, well, this is going to be a little bit of LAN preview, season 17, week 8, so last week of the season.
Yep, and this is the final game for Elevate to see if they can sort of join the pantheon of Check 6 Season 12 mix-up and various Banny teams that have had perfect seasons so far. Or will they make like Mihai's Flow and lose the last game of the season?
Yeah, well, we know that their LAN performances haven't been that stellar thus far, but their online performance has been solid, and they're playing this match online, so we're expecting a good match from them tonight. Let's go for the rosters real quick. For Elevate, we have the Fragile on Medic, and Alpha and Decimate on Scout, Mela on Roamer, Badonsky on Demoman, and Rando on Pocket Soldier. And again, this is a solid season lineup. They've been together for, what, 3 seasons now?
Something like that.
Yeah, and they're looking really strong. So, and this is actually one of the first seasons what we've seen a team that's undefeated that's not Froyotech or Banny's team. So
yeah, a Froyotech or a mix-up, but I'll talk about that 20B or the Street Hoops guys. We got Paragon and Sizer on Scout, changing Deadbolt over to Demoman, so no more twin brother Scout combo for that team. And Ash is still on Roamer, as he's been throughout. And then Grape on Pocket and Ninja Nick, Grape's longtime medic buddy, will be bringing up the combo there for us. 20B is a really great story as far as TF2 teams go. Yeah, they've got Grape and Sizer and Ninja Nick now relative to what they had. But this team has been together in basically this form since basically UGC. Like they made a UGC team, then they went to Open, then they went to IM, then they made Invite, and they had an Invite season last season. They picked up some people here, and now they're going to LAN.
Yeah, so I mean, we're looking forward to this match. They're going live right now. Elevate versus Street Hoops, and let's watch Rando on the first cam here, because I'm expecting him to go big on this first middle.
Yeah, he's kind of the driving force of this team, I like to think. Andy, you know, being as he gets like 50% of the heals, you would hope so.
Yeah, so match is live, got the green text going on there, and let's see how they do. And Badonsky, very solid on his rollout, getting there a little bit faster than Deadbolt right away, and neither team hitting stickies on each other. Oh, actually, Badonsky gets a couple onto the Soldier right at the start, gets a couple rockets in return, and checking out Rando here as he's gonna jump towards that left side, not hitting too much thus far. The bomb coming in from Mela on towards the Scout, Rando getting the pick onto Ash. 5 onto 4, and Elevate look to have a lot of point presence. And they're just sort of moving 20B towards that corner, towards the choke, trying to get them out of there. You see Grape running around with the escape plan, gonna get taken down by Rando's shotgun. And yeah, Rando getting good 3 kills on that middle.
Yeah, Grape did a thing there I like too, because he threw himself forward to make sure nobody could run after his med. Because although our STV's a little choppy right now, their gameplay is smooth, so they're not suffering from that. And I like that Grape saved that. They're coming in now for a block, it looks like, so that's fun. Yep, there it goes. So we'll see the Ubers traded.
Yeah, not a good pop there from Elevate. They lost Badonsky, and Mela was on Spy, so wasn't expecting Street Hoops to contest that second point, and now Street Hoops looking to be good here into the 6-on-4 as Mela on Spy. Decimate gets the pick onto Paragon, but are they going to be able to hold on to this? No, Sizer gets the pick onto the Fragile, And Street Hoop's looking very strong here to hold this off. They just need to take down Mela on Spy, and they can push out of second point. Nice defense from them.
Yeah, Grape totally noticed that. So those kind of weird off blast Spy plays always kind of scare me because nobody really looks for spies there. But it's good. And now being 2 down, Elevate shouldn't 3 down now from Decimate. They shouldn't be able to really contest here in any appreciable way. Decimate's going to get a pretty long spawn too. So, we're actually going to lose Alpha as well, coming around from behind. So that's no scouts for Elevate on second, so it should be pretty easy here. Huge jump coming in, and we're actually going to lose Ash, but it shouldn't really matter. You just now have Decimate back, so unless somebody on Elevate goes absolutely huge, Rando is going to pick up Sizer, but he's trapped down there. Actually, they're going to let him live.
Nice bomb there from Mela, forces the Uber from Ninja Nick. You can see that Elevate's combo were completely shut out, but a good play from Mela to get that there. Paragons goes down, and Elevate now with that 70% Uber advantage is going to try and make their way out of last. They're onto the upper battlements, but Grape and Deadbolt are getting 2 key picks there onto Rando and Alpha, and I'm not sure how this push is going to go. It's going to be 3 onto 4, and they got to be careful. Ninja Nick down to 8 health at the choke, backs off. Looks like Elevate do get that Spire down, but Street Hoops aren't going to give this up for free.
Yeah, and Ash gets the force on second, so I don't know, that Rando being behind you running around thing really messed with 20B, so that's going to put Elevate back in the game for now. So they try to push mid. Mela's going to jump early, going to get knocked out. Scout on the high place for 20B, so that's going to make life pretty difficult. Oh, he's going to get knocked out by Rando coming out of sewer. Little sort of off combo play there from the pocket.
Yeah, now we're getting the same situation we just saw 5 seconds ago where 20B are going to be pushing 4th point with that Uber advantage. Let's see if they can convert it this time. I'm pretty surprised actually, Marcus. We've been seeing some key roamer bombs getting these Uber forces, and that's not like Ninja Nick and Fragile to be playing that way.
Yeah, or their teams to allow that to happen to them. So we're gonna get in here, but I think they're in for a nasty surprise on 20B. Fragile's no longer building his Uber, so they're not gonna have the counter. I don't know what's going on with that. They lose Badonsky, so that's pretty much going to be it. Yeah, Fragile was just sitting down there throwing arrows out of Shutter Door. And now there's no Badonsky. The Uber is going to come from Grape. Uber v Uber. Can Grape find any damage? No,
well, they
not
got the
really.
picks that they need here. I mean, Alpha going down. Badonsky's only respawning here. And there's the pick onto Rando in the rollout. And now Street Hoops are going to be pushing towards last. Grape jumps onto the point. And Badonsky, can he get Stickies on time to defend this? Maybe. No, they're down so many players here. Street Hoops focusing the frags before the point. Nicely done there. It's going to be 1-0. Street Hoops takes the early lead.
Yeah, I should note their last meeting was a 5-4, so we should be in for a pretty good game.
Yeah, and right there, I mean, that was a bit of a miscommunication on that second point defense. Elevate, you're right, they were close to Uber. Fragile was 90%, but he wasn't healing anybody, and Badonsky got caught out. Once that happened, they had to give up second point and got pushed to last. So really nicely done there by Street Hoops as we check in this next middle. And Badonsky getting bombed out pretty early. Ash down to 12 health though. Neither team turning frags. Badonsky just sticky sniping from the back. Pushes forward as the bomb comes in from Mela. He goes down to himself. And Street Hoops getting absolutely decimated. No pun intended, but that 3K coming from Decimate. Playing a key role there on mid, and Ash gonna... Whoa! He gets Alpha before going down himself.
Yep, so... yeah, you wiped, but they got Fragile, so it's not the end of the world for 20B. We'll see if... Well, no, none of the spawns are really going to come. We got Badonsky and Rando on second, so you can't... I mean, you could try if you really, really wanted to. No, they're not going to. So we're going to see the last hold, see what they try to go... Well, Grape's peeking up, and they're crits, by the way, it looks like. Yeah, that's a definite Ninja Nick crits there as they come back out on the second, but the death of Paragon's going to make it scary. We got Alpha on Sniper out of Sewer, going to get chased away by Grape.
Yeah, but he's not really in a position to get any picks there. You see Elevate trying to make their way towards middle. Now he's sniping from the choke, and there's really nothing there for him. He gets a body shot to Sizer, and they try to finish him off. He's down to 13 health. Can they get him? At bottom left side. Meanwhile, Street Hoops don't want to give this up. They're trying pretty hard. Here comes that crit onto AF, Alpha, and Rando. And Fragile nowhere near Uber, so Street Hoops just going to walk it into middle and finish off the rest of these kills.
Yeah, we've got a very poor bunny-eared Mela here trying to do something. He's gonna go down. Ninja Nick's gonna get him actually, and Decimate's gonna manage Ash, but he's all that's left. So it does look like Badonsky's gonna get a little bit of the maybe No, he didn't. So, no forward
Yeah,
spawn
well,
for Badonsky.
it's just a bit of a misplay from Elevate. Fragile close to, not really close to Uber, but the Street Hoops with that crit just totally surprised them. And they did a great job. They're all bunched up in the choke for Badonsky to get that. Or for Deadbolt to get that, sorry.
Yeah, pushing out there is pretty unusual to let them cap and then come back out. But, I mean, it's not a bad play. And then to go crits on top of that, it's like ultra risky territory. So, neat little sneaky play there. The crits is going to come in. We'll see who they give it to. I would wager Badonsky. They do have the sentry gun up already, and Ninja Nick's gonna get domed by Alpha. So there's the end of that. Good crits.
Yeah, and unfortunately for 20B, this is all kind of falling to pieces here. Deadbolt, the last one alive, 3 health out in the yard, and Alpha's gonna find him there underneath. Elevate, hold on to that last point and get that second point back, and that's a pretty big turning point there in this round because Elevate pushed on to the last with crit streak disadvantage, and now they're gonna be able to push back in the middle with the Super.
Yeah, that was a tough situation for crits on this last, and now with Uber here and so many down on 20B, they're gonna have a hard time forcing it, I would wager. So this may be a 2-3 point swing for Elevate.
Yeah, Nash on Spy didn't really work out there for them, and you're right, they're just not in position to get that force. They're totally playing out. And that's really bad news because they're 20 seconds away from getting this next Uber, and the Fragile still has it, so they're going to look to push this in before 20B can set this up. And right now you see them walking their way through the choke, and 20B just giving it up once again. You cannot afford to give up a point without forcing the Uber. They're making a very key mistake. It's pretty rare for an invite team at this level to be making this kind of mistake, but they're just giving up points for free and not forcing that Uber from the Fragile. They get 2 picks onto Male and Alpha, but they gave up 2 points there for free.
We might see a push, maybe try to come here. Deadbolt's checking it out. Grape is moving up. Yeah, they're going all in for this one. Deadbolt's going to go down there. Uber's going to get forced. Badonsky does go down, but we're in like the disaster zone right now. Well, no, they managed to get it out. So Brando doesn't get in there. He gets blown up, so it's going to keep the push moving for 20B, actually. Grape's going to jump the Spire. Oh no, Ninja Nick's down to Mela. He comes out from the side, does the roller flank thing.
Getting that SMG pick onto Grape. And Elevate, man advantage, Uber advantage, everything's going their way in this round. They get Sizer down. And they could actually go for a last push here. Probably not the best move, they're on Sniper, but maybe Alpha will just peek the lobby and get another pick onto maybe a Demo Man, or again on the Ninja Nick. You see him there in that upper lobby. Not really finding anything. I think Fragile will be just content to get that Uber, wait for it, and then go into last. So there you see them just building on a scout out in the yard, and gosh, this is looking really good for Elevate in this round.
Yeah, like the only thing you could do there is, since you have Uber advantage now and you know it, you could have Alpha try to go for like the best peak of his life and make a frag video, since if he died he'd still be back with Uber advantage. Oh, Mela's gonna go down early to Paragon, bringing out his Highlander sniping skills. And you don't really want that in your push, especially when you have a sniper, but they're on the point. Grape is going to stop it, doing what every pocket should. And there's, whoa, Rando, pretty awesome kill there from Rando onto Deadbolt. Throws himself up into that skylight, and that's going to be a little bit of a reset. Ninja Nick does have, Alpha's going to go down as well. Ninja Nick's got the Uber advantage. Scout out here pretty far down on the ground. I didn't see which one it was.
But Elevate, they had a chance to push last with advantage, and now they're just getting shoved out a second point. They're going to give that up. Ninja Nick close to Uber, and the Fragile getting close to one of his own. And if 20B want to go on this Uber advantage, they need to go right now. You see Sizer peeking the sewers and forcing Mela out of there, and I don't think they're going to go for this push. The Ubers have evened out, and there's really no reason for them to go anymore.
They go ahead and pop. I don't know if Ninja Nick got forced there from spam on the back. Ash is going to go down, well, Decimate trades with him, so ultimately 20B gets the better end of that trade. And
I don't know, though. They're looking pretty dead right now. Ninja Nick goes down. Yeah. They're all in the red, and Elevate just shoving their way through the choke with a lot of health. And Badonsky doing a great job of zoning out the enemy players, and that was a really big misplay, I think, from 20B. They did have Uber advantage at one point, but they moved too slowly, and they thought they still had it. They went in for it. Fragile popped a decent Uber. They got Ash right at the beginning of that push, and they cleaned up really well. So now 40% advantage for Elevate. They could probably just sit around and get Uber advantage once again, but that last push didn't go so well for them. They dropped Mela.
Yeah, it was a really weird Uber from 20B. It was almost like either Grape or Ninja Nick, one of that those two guys did not want to Uber there because it just sort of happened.
Yeah, and I think with Elevate, you know, they tried to go for that left side lobby push last time they had Uber advantage, and that sniper, it got them. And this time Sizer misses the shot onto Rando at the beginning, and looks like he's not really going to be able to find any other angles here. Misses another one. The Uber comes in from Fragile, and they're fighting that sentry on that right side. Sentry goes down. They're trying to put capture time. The block may be in from Street Hoops. Can they get this? A lot of soldier frags coming in from Ash, getting Alpha and Podonsky. And wow, it looks like Street Hoops are going to be able to hold on to this without their medic, as they completely wipe Elevate on this last hold. And wow, that lobby push is not going well for them, Marxist.
Yeah, it feels to me like they're relying on getting some good time on the point at the start of their push. It's sort of like a key into how things should go. And Grape and them are really good about throwing onto the point without letting anybody really do anything to it, and then they get kind of cut up.
Well, this is such a difficult last point to push. You gotta pop so early because the sniper is forcing your Uber, and then they use their Uber to take down the sentry gun, and the engine can just switch to scout and spawn. So there's really nothing gained with that Uber, and you can see it's not working out well for them at all.
Yeah, no real. If you can, it's best to take that sentry gun down before you push with spam. Also, I should note Ninja Nick is on crits here, so we're gonna have a definite crits advantage. He's running into IT. So, I don't know if that's just to pick somebody up or get buffs on the flank. We're going over back to choke now, but it should happen.
Yeah, they're trying to pick choke with this crits. They're gonna use it. Yeah, Deadbolt is down. They just got collapsed on at the choke as Deadbolt tried to walk his way, and he didn't find an angle on the Fragile, who was hiding on in IT on middle. So there was no opportunity for Deadbolt to get anything with that, and now it's gonna be Uber versus crits for Elevate.
Yeah, Deadbolt got tossed over to IT. So they never even popped their crits. They still have it. It's Chris versus Uber last push territory. And Grape's going to go down trying to spam point. He does kill Mela. So I guess that's, you know, not terrible. We'll see if they can get this crits to come out here at the end. Deadbolt gets absolutely blasted by Rando there. And they're on the point, but the scout crit's not enough. Had it been a soldier, that would have been really devastating.
Well, it's going to be 1-1 here. Elevate getting their first round on the board. They don't want to give up that perfect season just yet, but you can see that both teams have won rounds off of transition plays rather than a straight last push. So, really good play there from Elevate. Bring it back to 1-1 as we check out this next middle, Marxist.
They already got a really big jump from Ash. They're actually having the demo there, and Podonsky play pretty passive so far. Mela's going to go down already. Scout's pretty dominant for 20B on the high ground. Grape's going to just bomb in and die. And we've actually got Ash behind, so I guess it was kind of like a pinch play there, and that's going to be it. We still have Rando alive. I don't know where he is, but...
Yeah, he's in the sewers taking down Paragon, but he's pretty low himself, gets finished off by Sizer. That was a great play on middle by Ash and Paragon, getting 4 kills between the two of them. Really nice flank there from Ash. I really like that play. So 20B, full Uber advantage, getting ready to push last, but Donsi's dead, so there's going to be no traps up on that bottom left side, and that's where 20B is going to be taking that Uber. Sizer leading the way there. The gun is not going to be up in time. The sniper shot doesn't make it, and 20B looking really good here to finish out this round, bombing soldiers onto that right side spawn door. Sizer gets the pick onto Podonsky. Deadbolt gets Decimate, and that's 3, maybe 4 down soon for Elevate, and Street Hoops have this round cleaned up. That was textbook. That was awesome.
Yep, that's pretty much how you're supposed to do it. So, well played to 20B there.
Yeah, the score is 2-1. 20B in the lead, and they've had some... The mids that they've won so far have been pretty convincing.
Yeah, the last one was a good one, but so far... I don't know. We'll see if they decide to have Podonsky back up like he did. Yeah, he's just not even going to mess around with Ash coming at him like that. So he doesn't need as many heals that way, so they can kind of spread out and have a mid as they like. Going over to this right side, Grape's in danger. Yeah, Alpha's going to pistol him down. Got a lot of activity from 20B on the IT side, but they're 2 down now. So that's going to make life pretty difficult, and they're just going to pull on back.
Yeah, one of the things I'm noticing is that the bomb comes in on Ninja Nick, brings him down to low health, and he doesn't even want to fight the rest of middle. But Ninja Nick had to pull out there, and for the rest of 20B, they're just going to give that up. But at least it's even Ubers. They're not in position to defend the second point, though. You can see Nick is just backing out to last, and they're just going to give that up. Paragon goes for a sack play, but that's all they're going to get out of that. So Elevate, potentially pushing the 6-on-5 even Ubers into last.
It looks like they had a bunch of scout behind them, too. Yeah, both scouts down. That's you're pretty much not going to get a better time to push if you're Elevate. So they're going to pop in now. Uber comes out a little bit later for Ninja Nick, so that might be their saving grace. If Deadbolt and Grape are down, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, 6 on 4. What are you going to do? But was that Paragon who got caught out there starting that push to Elevate? So
yeah, Sizer, I think Paragon went in for like a suicide play, and Sizer maybe did too, or was like stuck
I saw
behind
Sizer
from
last
mid.
getting, he was trying to contest lobby and got picked there, but either way, you know, for Street Hoops to lose 2 before the Ubers are even popped, that's a misplay. So that's going to even out the score, and we got ourselves a tight game, Marxus, as we head into the next middle. Badonsky, again, yeah, sitting back, but you see Deadbolt pushing up towards the point, trying to throw stickies at the enemy health pack, taking control of middle. Mela jumping around doing absolutely nothing here, and just trying to be a distraction, but no one's really going for him. Meanwhile, 5 on 5, and Sizer with the high ground, trying to shoot up a scout. Wow, gets piped by Badonsky. 5 on 4 as Elevate take over middle. Decimate coming in for a pick. And there goes Nick down at the choke. Mela, nice job there with the bomb. And Grape down to 1 health. He's going to run out. Deadbolt, he's pretty low. He's out of there as well. And Elevate taking a middle.
Yeah, at 20B there, it felt like they were waiting for Elevate to make that first move after they got the Ash pick. But it just didn't turn out for them. They're going to lose Ash there too to Mela. And we should see the full advantage Uber push come, and in all likelihood a 3-2.
Elevate's gonna double pop the soldiers into last onto Nick, get him in the spawn. Nice job by Mela there. And now they're just trying to finish off a scout left side. This is looking pretty good for Elevate, just playing the frags. And yeah, good picks there and getting the point. And I think, Marxus, you were saying earlier, like, teams are trying to play the point and put some cap time, but these last successful pushes that we've seen have been frags first, cap second.
Yeah, they definitely shifted over. This situation was different from the other ones because it wasn't Uber v Uber. So that one you've got, you know, the freedom to kind of go in there and do as you please. So yeah, they seem to have that game down a lot better than they do the okay, we got a pick, let's go kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But another thing too is that, you know, these rounds have been pretty quick. Just like whoever wins mid just rolls it into last, and these last few rounds have been quick. I mean, gosh, the time's flying.
Oh wow, and we don't even get a halftime. So haha, too bad if you like to look at scouts. We're playing more video games.
And checking out Badonsky on this first middle of the second half. This is 3-2, Elevate in the lead. Both demos hitting stickies onto each other as Badonsky grabs the health pack and eats another sticky to the face. Meanwhile, the scout's setting up the high ground. Looks like Elevate taking early control, but 20B taking it right back. Mela goes for the double rocket bomb up top and takes down Ash on that top right side with the help of Alpha. Whoa, 3 frags going the way of 20B. I didn't even see what happened right there. Did you see it, Marxus?
Ash got massively counter jumped by 3 people, scouting both soldiers, and then they all 3 died.
Yeah, they're just all 3 of them going down in quick succession. And now 20B just rolling it into second point, taking down the enemy medic, and Rando's in trouble in the sewers down to 139. He's gonna be stuck there. And Ninja Nick, all they have to do is just play tight, and they could turn around here.
I like to think oh wow. So Sizer gets turned to meat by Badonsky there real quick, but we're gonna try and push here with Ninja Nick. And it looks like they should be pretty okay. I don't see a lot out here on second, and they're mostly in defensive positions. If you're Ninja Nick right now, you want to hold this Uber because it's last if you can manage to do that.
Yeah, and that was
Hopefully
really successful there by 20B. I like the way they took it slow. You know, they clearly had that advantage that whole time, but they just made sure that whatever happened, they didn't force. And now look at them now, pushing through the rollout. They're going to pop this Uber early, and they're not really bringing anyone else in. They're bringing in the scout. They take down the sentry gun. Can they turn any frags, though? No frags going down, no cap time either. This is going to be a 6-on-6 fight at last.
Yeah, Grape is going to manage to get the fragile, so like worst case scenario, this maybe won't be a total disaster, but yeah, it felt like they went way too fast with that. It was just Grape in the Uber, and when you've got advantage, there's like no reason in the world to not bring a bunch more people. Ninja Nick is being chased. Hopefully his spawns are going to come in here. Oh, the scout's right on him. No, he couldn't do it. Decimate gets taken out by Grape, but that's a second cap for Elevate, but it's not over for Street Hoops. They've still got their Uber advantage.
Yeah, and well, actually, it looks like they're trying to make a play into second point. Both soldiers bomb in, trying to take down Badonsky. They get him down to 25, but don't finish off. They get Mela. That one pick is going to be enough for them to just walk their way in and get this point back for free. So you got Ninja Nick with a 30% advantage, Elevate down a player, trying to hold on, and Alpha's going to switch over to Sniper and maybe get the miracle pick on that bottom right corner as this push comes in. But yeah, 20B moving it pretty quickly with the soldier bombs that were fast. And here comes the pop into last. Alpha going to get taken down in the spawn. And Deadbolt shooting at Fragile down to 6 health. Fragile's not going to get the Uber in time to block. Deadbolt dies on the point to the trap. It's going to be 3-on-3. Can they hold this off? If they hold this off, it would be incredible. Rando's going to get taken down here to save the world. Can he do it? Takes down Paragon. Trying to block the point. Takes down Sizer. And the arrow by Ninja Nick, but no Alpha out there to block the point. And Elevate are going to hold on to last.
Well, we've got a Grape here, but there's a scout on the high place, and Grape's gonna not deal with that right now. Wait for his buddy Badonsky to come out. The story of that push for me is Ninja Nick flashed everybody, right, so they could get through the door, and Grape got body shot right as he rocket jumped, and so he got just thrown up in the air and killed. And that pretty much was the death of the push for 20B. But no Fragile, no Mela here. Should be time to go, with Uber or not.
Yeah, they're just going to walk it in, and they're just going to use the heals, and Alpha on Spy, what is he doing? He's not going to be able to contest the point on Spy. They're all one! He gets Ninja Nick, never mind! Sizer pulling the pistol out, trying to take down Alpha, gets him down, but they're not going to have the numbers to win this last push here, and that was a surprising play from Alpha, it turned amazing.
Yeah, sometimes that defensive Spy, right?
I guess so, but they saw him walk out of the spawn as a spy. I'm pretty sure, at least. But that was pretty sick. So Elevate gonna hold on to last, gonna get their second point back, and get themselves an Uber advantage. We've seen this happen before, where Streeters push last point with full advantage, mess it up, and then Elevate bring back the round, and we can see them doing it again. Grape dead, and yeah, if 20B doesn't do this right, they're gonna slow bleed out and give up the round. So they're just gonna give up middle. And Fragile, though, 30% advantage, gonna get the Uber and then maybe push at IT or choke.
Yeah, losing Grape there hurts pretty bad, but well, we got a fight over in the flank already. So now they get their scout out of there. They could hold this, maybe, possibly. We'll see, because the Ubers are close enough that we could see a counter push come out from Ninja Nick if they get this force out early enough, or if they're just slow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised that Elevate didn't go on that, because they knew that the enemy team wiped on last, and Fragile knew he had advantage, so I'm really confused as to why they didn't push. Fragile was building decently, and they could have gone on that, but I guess they decided to play it safe. They're winning right now, so yeah, the score is 3-2, Elevate in the lead, and let's hope they don't park the bus for the next 20 minutes.
That'd be kind of weird to do, but I mean, it could be. I don't see any heavy or engineer. They're bringing in a sniper. That's what they're doing. They don't want to do the Mela bomb.
Yeah,
just bring him out.
I mean, we've been watching this team play together, Elevate, for 3 seasons now, and this is exactly how they like to play the game. Just very conservative, no high risk, high reward, just low risk, low reward, and win games that way. And they're undefeated, so just trying to keep that undefeated season going. And doing a quick frag check, Donsky in the lead with 10, Sizer has 9, Rando with 8, Decimate with 8, and Alpha with 8. So the top 5 fraggers on the board.
Headshot.
Ooh.
Ninja Nick and Deadbolt. Well, that's in all likelihood that's gonna be around the soldier's suicide, and Fragile drops, but it matters not at all. And we've already got Elevate coming into last here. They should be able to get it, barring heroics. Pretty heroic. We got Alpha trying to SMG Paragon. Paragon is going to go down. Ninja Nick is out here. Badonsky's going to go down. And, yeah, so, well, they held, I guess.
Ninja Nick in chat saying this is my first drop of the season, so props there for the sniper pick.
And they're going to recap even, maybe, possibly. They're trying to dive this in. There are scouts on the high place, though, but it doesn't matter. Ash and Sizer are both going to go down. That's a fallback to last, Lynn.
Yeah, and 40% advantage for Elevate. They're probably going to even it out here. They know the spawns are coming in soon for 20B, so they're just going to let those spawns come up. Fragile's going to have himself a 40% Uber advantage. And yeah, we're just going to see this push come in again. Let's see if they go for that left side lobby push, because we knew that doesn't work for them in the past. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for rollout instead. Sentry gun being set up on that right side spawn door, but I don't think it's going to be up there in time. No, they're moving over to the lobby. In comes the pop onto the demo scout. Badonsky's going to tunnel down that sentry gun right away. And they're trying to get this point. There's stickies all over it, and I don't know, it's falling apart again for Elevate. Yeah, 20B, a very solid last defense. They only lose, just Caster's Curse. They lose 3. They lose Deadbolt, great Nick, a great bomb there from Rando at the end of that. 20B at least hold on, despite that Uber advantage from Elevate.
Yep, that was, they're doing a thing that Fully Torqued used to do, and which isn't really surprising since Grape played on that team for a while. But they're using basically the Fully Torqued strat there, if I get time to describe it before anything goes crazy, no, it's going crazy. So we got Rando just running around cleaning out the flank. Grape's gonna take him down, but not before most of his flank is dead, and Grape himself goes down. So we're in the extreme danger zone.
Yeah,
Size is gonna get fragile!
These frags are crazy. 20B going for an aggressive push out didn't quite work out for them, and Decimate getting a pick on the Sizer now is going to allow Elevate to hold on to this potentially, using Ninja Nick and this team pushing out here. But yeah, I guess with Elevate being so many players down with no heals there, they're just going to give that up.
Oh, Ninja Nick. Yeah, my heart skipped a beat there, but it turned out okay. The Alpha Sniper did not get to see him. Ash is going to kill Dead. Wow, so we're getting wiped out in the sewers. Mela gets himself a little bit of Christmas there and kills Grape, so Uber or not, we're probably going to have to give up the second point.
Yeah, Nick does have quite a big advantage, but they're down 3 players.
Nick is being flanked, and he gets headshot and dropped.
God.
And yeah, there's the flank, kills Deadbolt, so that's, well, okay, whatever. Sizer runs in and kills Fragile for the second time out here on seconds, but only 2 players at last to defend. Paragon is going to get a kill. Grape standing on the little boxes there. He's got to jump the point, not going to do it. 4-2.
Elevate. I mean, that lobby push isn't working out for them very well, but the transition push into last is working out, so they're just going to go back to that. I mean, that's been working out for them. 4-2 is the score. Elevate on the verge of finishing out a perfect season. Match point for them. Badonsky again beating Deadbolt out to middle, hitting early stickies onto the enemy soldiers. And you see Ash on that right side eating a spam rocket, not going to go for the bomb after all. Scouts trying to shoot the Elevate soldiers out of the air. And Grape gonna finish off Rando. Paragon trying to push the point, can't find an entryway there, as looks like Ash and Grape are gonna go down. Both soldiers down, 420B. Mela getting the pick on the Sizer right side, bombs up for the medic. Can he get him? Hits a rocket, but Ninja Nick and Deadbolt just gonna run their way out of mid. And a good mid win there for Elevate.
Yeah, they're gonna manage to keep it together here, so Nick is still alive. But yeah, pretty impressive mid. It was one of those, it happens a lot on process. Some people like to claim it's because the mid is big. But I really like how teams will sort of, you just have to shift around and kind of find out how you can get in so that your scouts can stay getting healed throughout the fight. Oh, the trap might come into play. No, it does not kill Ash. That was a pretty good bait play from Badonsky there to trick Ash into jumping him at choke.
And all eyes are on Alpha here as Elevate go to their go-to play. Just even out the Ubers, and there they are in the mid. Sorry, Rando getting the pick onto Sizer. Was that in the sewers there? Yeah, and Rando peeking out left side here, spamming out the enemy demo man. Decimate gets the pick onto Ash, and 20B are 2 players down.
Yeah, and they're sticking around. They're going to exchange Uber, 2 players down or not. You're pretty much just going to have to back out. Like, there's not a tremendous amount to do there. They're going to trade Mela and Paragon there. Still 1 down. I don't think they're going to be able to fight that so well. But, yeah, so now we're going to have to probably set up at last unless they want to get really cheeky.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Paragon. He is, like, as the sniper in the rollout, and the soldier just bombs him with the Uber, so what are you going to do about that? And Elevate, they're just going to slow play it. They're up 2 rounds, no reason to rush it here. They're just going to let the Ubers even out. And if you're 20B, you got to be thinking maybe go for a push here on, well, both teams don't have an Uber.
Yeah, well, this map in particular, I personally find it's pretty easy to get out here without getting backcapped if you can manage to get a kill. But it's still, it comes with all the normal risk. You know, you lose somebody, you could lose the round.
Oh, they do get the pick on the Alpha.
Counter snipe.
Yeah, maybe they'll get a counter sack off. Looks like a scout running out lower lobby. No, Mela on the high ground shutting him out.
They're gonna, it looks like they're pushing. The combo's coming under. We've got a blue soldier coming around behind. in Mela, he's gonna try and clean out the shutter, and that'll clear everybody out of there.
Too slow, and the respawner is going to be up for Elevate. And Badonsky gets the pick onto the sniping Paragon in lower lobby. Bit of a mistake there. That's going to be the entry frag that Elevate needs, but Mela goes for the counter sack and goes down. So again, 5-on-5. Just we're going to play the counter sack battle, I guess.
Yeah, Alpha's still on sniper out here, so if you negotiate that correctly, you kind of have the man down situation, but fighting with the sniper is always kind of a coin flip because you could just instantly die.
Sure. Well, I mean, this is such a tough position for Street Hoops. You're down 2 rounds. The clock's ticking for the rest of the second half. But at the same time, you don't want to rush it and make a mistake that'll cost you the rest of the match. So for them, they're trying to do this forward hold thing, you know, playing up in lobby. You see Deadbolt trying to make some space there, maybe get an early frag before the push comes in. And Paragon actually does work out for them. He does get the pick on to Decimate. So Sizer, maybe peeking out lower lobby, might go for a counter sack. No decides better. And yeah, Elevate just going to pull back. There's no reason for them to go. So we're just going to see more of the same.
Yeah, Grape kind of peeked it out. Oh, wow, second kill. You have to do it now. Right? Right?
I mean, do you? Because they got the respawner on the other end. Like, you know, there's only one down. Oh, great play there by Sizer, coming in lower IT, gets the force onto the Fragile. Now he goes down, but the better Uber coming in from Ninja Nick on the second point. They take down Decimate, and now they put some cap time. There's no back cap opportunities for Elevate. And yeah, 20B, successful push out of last. Nicely done there. Great pushing the choke, takes down Badonsky for going down himself, but with the Devilman down, they could potentially push middle.
Yeah, that's a good trade there. Pocket is important. Paragon gets caught out in the IT room. I don't know, Slyn. I don't know why they went into IT. Well, this door is an unpleasant realm of pain and sadness, but they are gonna get rando.
You see Alpha just taking IT and just taking pot shots at the enemy team. They gotta get him out of there. They push him back in the middle. And at least Elevate, you know, I mean, at least 20B have broken out of last point. So regardless of whether or not they make middle, I mean, at least they got a little bit of buffer. The round's just not just going to end on them if the sniper gets a pick. So you can see Ninja Nick has almost a 20% advantage, but oh, Alpha on that back left side of middle, getting the pick onto Grape, and another one onto Paragon. So that's going to be 2 down for 20B. Elevate looking to make their way into the 4th point with this man advantage.
And it looks like they're going to get another kill here. Sizer a little too far forward there. Yeah, 20B's just completely bailed out. I understand now why they pushed IT. It was because they knew about the sniper. Ash is going to go down in lobby, and now you've forced Grape into a hero Uber. It's already popped out for Fragile, so season on the line here,
oh my
sort of,
God,
kind
Alpha's
of.
hot. He's hot, dude. He got 3 picks there. And here they are pushing in towards last. Can they get this down? The Fragile goes down, but Alpha another shot onto Deadbolt. 3 on 2. Can they finish this out? Grape with the shotty trying to push them back. It's only him alive. And Badonsky, he's going to go for it. He's onto the point. The escape plan is out, and Badonsky finishes out the season for Elevate TF2. 5-2 is your final score here in Week 8. And Elevate with the perfect season, 16-0, the dream. Congratulations to them.
Yep, so we have a team. Get a perfect season with no members that were on Check 6, and Debandy's not on it, so we got another team.
Does that make them the 4th team to get undefeated, or would you count the other ones as well?
I would count them as individual seasons, yeah. Count them as individual seasons. So pretty cool there. Finishes that out. It'll make LAN pretty interesting. I think 20B definitely showed there that it's not outside of the realm of possibility for them to play here. Mainly what I feel like at the end of this game, they had a couple mids that didn't really go their way at all, and their last pushes were... They had 2 goes at advantage pushing and totally screwed it up and lost the round twice. So change that and we've got a 5-4.
It's true, but you know, Elevate messed up their fair share of pushes as well. So many Uber advantage pushes into last on left side lobby, not working out for them. So, you know, they got some things to look at. But heading into LAN, I mean, it's going to be an amazing LAN series coming up here. If you guys don't know, the top 4 teams in ESEA Invite go to Dallas, Texas to face off, see who's the best team in North America. Both these teams are going to make it, but we're going to be seeing some exciting LAN play once we get there.
Also, for note, is 20B has another game yet against Mix-Up, I believe, and that if they lose that game as well, then they'll be the fourth. They'll get pushed down to fourth seed. Which you know, I don't really know how you want to jockey that, because whatever is going to happen, the fourth seed plays Elevate right off the bat.
I mean, pick your poison. It's like the undefeated team in the regular season or the undefeated like world champions at the last I-52 series. So, you know, regardless of whether or not you jockey your position, it's a tough match.
Yeah, which would you like first?
Yeah. Well, again, congratulations to Elevate for going a perfect season. That was a great match by them. 5-2 was your final score, folks. And I don't think we're going to do post-match interviews. Marxus, do you want to do them, or?
Nah.
Yeah, let's just, whatever. Marxus has a birthday party to go to.
I did that yesterday. They got 16-0. All you know, we could, you want to pretend, I'll be the interviewer and you be Rando. All right, you want to do that? That'll be our interview. So, what's it like to be 16-0?
Ooh. Don't make me do a random impression.
I was thinking, it's really great. There you go. All right, interview over.
Yeah, no, let's not go there. Well, anyways, Elevate's gonna be what, seeded number 1 going into LAN. You got Froyotech number 2, and then Mix Up and Street Hoops for the 3-4 slot. That'll be good.
So we'll see how it turns out. Got any shout outs?
Just shout out to Dashner. He's an amazing guy. Shout out to Dashner, our cameraman. Everyone give Dashner some love. He does so much for the community. I remember he was out at I-52 doing a lot of work. And again, you know, he's going to be doing some major work come GXL. So stay tuned for that. And Dashner, are you going to ESEA's LAN event in Dallas? Probably not. Well, it'll be a shame. But at least you'll see him at GXL for that SIVO grand final. But yeah, love Dashner. What about you, Marcus? Any shoutouts?
No, not really. Shoutouts to all the people that sent me happy birthdays over Steam. So congratulations to you for listening to the cast. Think it was a pretty good one. Also, if you don't know, this is the first time I've ever cast with the famous Mr. Slyn. So I had fun. And, double shout-outs to Dashner, since he generally tends to carry me on the camera.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure to cast with you, Marxist. And hopefully we get to do it again sometime soon. So, with that said, we're going to wrap it up here, guys, at Team Fortress TV. Don't forget to follow if you haven't already, or even subscribe. And check out our YouTube, youtube.com/TeamFortressTV, for all the VODs and other matches around ESEA and Europe. TF2L. So with that, I'm Mr. Slyn, Marxus the Caster, and Dashner on cam, and have a great night.